Ten Best Picks presents the top 10 best point-and-shoot cameras. Starting at number 10. Sony Cybershot DSC RX1. The RX1R2 is the best point-and-shoot camera Sony has on the market. It has a slightly more professional feel to it, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't appeal to an enthusiastic level. First thing of note is the full-frame sensor. This is the first on our list, meaning the quality is unsurpassable. An incredible 42.4 MP comes in this tiny compact, so it really packs a punch when capturing any scene. It comes with 399-point phase detect AF, so your images will be sharp in any setting. Along with it is a wide aperture Zeiss branded lens giving you a wide aperture of f2. Documentary and street photographers will love this. But only if you stay close to a power source. The battery life could be much better, and it does weigh more than other options. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 9. Fujifilm X100F. This well-loved and popular camera was one of the first mirrorlesses to gain recognition a few years back. It has an interesting retro look to it and boasts a much bigger resolution than other cameras offered here. The sensor is an APS-C, meaning it's much larger than the 1-inch or 4/3 models. Actually, it falls much closer to a full-frame sensor. The lens has an equivalent 35mm focal length and aperture of f2. Yes, it is pricey, but you get so much more with this camera than others we look at. Firstly, it has a viewfinder. Some older camera users might prefer this than only having the LCD screen. There isn't a 4K video mode, but a serious photographer won't be looking to film anyway. It isn't as compact as you'd like, but still portable compared to a DSLR. Number 8 of my list. Sony RX100V. The first thing you'll see from this camera is its price tag. It is expensive, especially compared to other compact point-and-shoot types. The resolution at 20.1 MP is comparable to other point-and-shoot systems. So why so expensive? Firstly, the sensor is 1-inch rather than 4/3. It has a very high-quality 4K video mode and slow-motion filming of 960 FPS. There is also a 24 FPS burst shooting, with both autofocus and auto exposure are also highlights. This means you can pray and spray as much as you want. Capturing motion will not be a problem. The best thing about this camera is the pop-up 36 million EVF. It is incredibly fast to use and separates this camera from the predecessors. Holiday goers and travel photographers will benefit from this camera the most. Coming at number 7. Panasonic Lumix LX100. Photographers loved the Panasonic LX100 and eagerly awaited the second coming. It came in the form of the aptly named LX100II released in 2018. It has a 17 MP resolution sensor, even though it is a downgraded 21 MP 4/3 sensor. It only uses less to allow the user to quickly switch between image aspect ratios. Mostly working with dials, the LX100II has a sleek design and one you can carry in your pocket. The super sharp glass at the front boasts a wide aperture of f1.7. At number 6. Canon Powershot G9. This point-and-shoot is a beast of a machine. While it keeps a contact design, it also looks nice with a silver metal exterior with brown faux leather touches. It's easy to use and great for when you don't want to think too much about manual control. A 1-inch sensor gives you an output of 20.1 MP, keeping your images of high quality. Alongside the 28-84 lens, there isn't much you can't capture. Portraits and travel photography will come easy, especially at a wide aperture of f2. You won't find a viewfinder, which is common among these types of cameras. What you will find is a 3-inch LCD touchscreen and a system that can handle just over 8 FPS in continuous shooting. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Panasonic Lumix LX10. The Panasonic Lumix LX15 LX10 is a compact and sturdy point-and-shoot camera model with a 1-inch sensor. This allows you to cram in 20.1 1 MP into every shot, ensuring very high-quality images. Some will know it as the LX15, others will find it under the name LX10. While comparing it to the better-named Powershot G9X Mark II, this sleek version has 4K video. On top of that, you get a wider focal length compared to rivals, such as the lines from Canon. 24mm adds those extra elements from your scene that you might miss otherwise. Coming in at number 4 of my list, Nikon Coolpix P1000. We titled this the Super Zoom. Why? Because it has an insane equivalent focal range of 24 to 3000mm. You read that correctly, it isn't a spelling mistake. This is what you would use to pick out the clothing labels on clothes from your neighbor's house. Most people would use it to capture fine details on the moon. Although the LCD isn't a touchscreen, it can tilt while displaying the electronic viewfinder scene. As you would imagine, there are compromises to be made. The 1/2-3-inch sensor is comparatively small and lacks dynamic range because of it. But you can't have everything in a camera at this price range. What it does have is dual detect VR. This keeps vibration to a minimum, especially for camera shake. At number 3. Olympus TG5. This rootin' tootin' point and shoot from Olympus is the all-rounder when it comes to proofing. You can drop it, freeze it, and even throw it in a dirt devil. Compared to other adventure point and shoot cameras, it is very easy to focus and shoot. Even your kids can use it, knowing it is safe in their hands. This is the Boy Scout, ready for anything you throw at it. It is called tough for a reason. Okay, its sensor isn't the biggest, especially compared to other similar models, but it does shoot in RAW. 20 FPS means never missing a moment, no matter what it might be. 4K video comes as standard and even houses a 120 FPS slow motion recording option in full HD. You can enjoy it even if you don't feel like manually changing the settings it does offer. Coming at number 2. Sony Cybershot DSC RX100. The Sony Cybershot RX100V is the newest point and shoot in its 1-inch line. It has a metal body and compact, so it feels very sturdy for any shots you aim to take. Even though it's a point and shoot, you'll take some of your best photographs and video with this powerful package. For one, 4K video comes as standard, and you can even shoot 40x slow motion footage. For burst mode fanatics, this camera boasts 24 FPS in continuous mode. An electronic viewfinder is something the competitor models miss, which allows you to shoot from the hip. Great for candid, street and travel images. The price is a little higher, but you do get what you pay for. It is worth it to get the few extra settings, which could mean nailing the shot in the first try. And number 1. Canon Cameras US 1084C001. The IXIS digital range has been a Canon favorite for at least 15 years. Each version becomes slightly smaller or better than the one before it. There are two names, ELF is for the consumers in North America. Not only are they stylish cameras, but they are also very portable. They easily slip into a pocket, making this point and shoot perfect for travel. The Canon IXIS 190 ELF 190 won't break the bank, but has enough power for all the beginner photographers out there. It gives you a nicely rounded 20 MP from a 1/2-3 inches sensor. A 10x optical zoom comes with optical image stabilizer, meaning you can capture images with minimal blur. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, share this video and hit the like button.